I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking. Peeling the butternut squash for our butternut squash cornbread dressing. So I'm just going to peel the skin off, and then I'm going to cut it up into cubes, and I'm going to roast it in the oven for about an hour, because it is a harder squash, so it takes longer to get soft. And then we'll mix it together with our cornbread. After we make our cornbread, we'll break it all up, mix it all together like you're making a dressing, and then we'll bake that again, so that the final thing is a normal cornbread dressing. The only difference is we add in the roasted squash. If you ever have this, you're gonna love it. I got every year for Thanksgiving at work, we would have a meal, and every year I had employees asking if I was making this dressing. We each had our own special dish, and this was my dish that I would bring. Alright y'all, I've got these cut up. I'm going to cube them, but first I'm going to get the seeds out of the middle here. Alright, so now I'm just going to cube these up into smaller bites, because cut them into the size that you're going to want in your cornbread dressing, because you're not going to mash them up. You're not going to, they are going to be what you cut them to be inside your dressing. So I usually cut them bite size. They don't take that long to roast either if you cut them smaller. Hey y'all, these are fork tender now. I'm going to take them out of the oven and let them sit to cool down before we start mixing our cornbread dressing together. Alright, I've put 2 tablespoons of butter in here that I'm going to melt. And then I'm going to add in my onion, celery, sage, and thyme. And saute them for about 5 minutes, and then I'll season with salt and pepper to taste. And then we'll let it sit and cool down a little bit before we crumble up our cornbread that we're baking. And then we'll mix it all together with our egg and our chicken stock. Alright. This will marry all the flavors really well together. It smells like Thanksgiving in our kitchen right now. It smells so good. That's fresh thyme, guys. You can get that in your grocer in the vegetable produce area, and it's in the refrigerated section. Or if you have time, then you can get it off your.
And you can even use dried thyme too if you want.
Just make sure that if you're using a tablespoon of fresh thyme, you use a teaspoon of dried thyme. So you cut it back.
It's more concentrated.
Yes.
Okay, these are going to cook for 5 minutes, and then we'll take them off the heat, and then we'll proceed with mixing everything together.
So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of pepper in,
about a 1/4 teaspoon.
and I will do about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
These are translucent now, so I'm going to set them to the side and let them cool down, and we'll be back shortly to mix it all together into the cornbread stuffing.
Hey y'all, so we have everything ready here to start assembling our cornbread dressing with butternut squash. So this is just came out of the oven, so it's pretty hot. Alright, I'm going to put in the celery and onion and the seasonings that are all mixed together with the celery and onion. Alright, now our butternut squash. Let me move this out of the way. And then I'll mix this together. Okay. Next we're going to add in our chicken broth. Alright, I'm going to add in my egg that has been beaten. Alright, and then we'll put in our melted butter. We're going to just stir this all together now that we've got everything in. Make sure the egg is all dispersed among it. Okay. Just going to pour it into my baking dish here. I'm going to just spread it out. I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.